When a man truly loves a woman, his actions speak louder than his words. He won't just say he loves her, he will show it in the smallest moments. Love isn't in grand gestures, it's in the way he listens when she talks about her day, even when she repeats the same stories. A man in love doesn't count sacrifices. He simply gives because her happiness feels like his own. He may not always express his emotions in words, but notice how he protects her in the smallest ways, walking on the roadside, holding her hand in a crowd, or checking if she got home safely. A deeply loving man never lets her feel alone, even in silence. His presence itself becomes her comfort zone. The way he looks at her when she's not watching, like she's the most precious thing in the world, says more than any love letter ever could. Real love is when he remembers the little things, how she takes her coffee, her favorite song, the way she laughs when she's nervous. A man in love will unknowingly start using we instead of I, because in his mind, his future is already intertwined with hers. When a man loves a woman, he notices the details she thinks no one sees, the way she tucks her hair behind her ear when she's shy, the way her eyes light up when she talks about her dreams. He may not always know how to say I love you in words, but he says it in the way he makes sure she's okay, in the way he holds her when she's tired. A man who loves deeply will prioritize her emotions. If something upsets her, he won't just brush it off. He'll want to understand why. He might tease her, joke around, and act playful. But deep down, he would never intentionally hurt her heart. When a man loves a woman, her pain becomes his pain. He'll do everything in his power to bring back her smile. Love isn't about saying I love you 100 times a day. It's about making her feel loved in 100 different ways without even saying it. He unknowingly becomes her biggest cheerleader, celebrating her achievements, encouraging her dreams, and believing in her when she doubts herself. A man's love is quiet but strong. He won't always say what he feels, but his actions will always reveal it. He will remember the things that matter to her, even if she mentioned them casually, because when he loves, he listens. A loving man won't always agree with her, but he will always respect her opinion because her thoughts matter to him. If she's cold, he'll give her his jacket. If she's tired, he'll make sure she rests. If she's upset, he'll sit with her until she's ready to talk. That's love in its purest form. He may not write poetry, but in his own way, he will make her feel like the most beautiful poem ever written. A man in love becomes a protector, not because he thinks she's weak, but because he can't stand the thought of anything hurting her. Even in the busiest moments, he will make time for her, because love isn't about finding time, it's about making time. When a man loves deeply, he won't just tolerate her flaws. He will embrace them, because to him, they are part of what makes her special. He may not always know what to say when she's upset, but he will sit beside her, hold her hand, and let her know she's not alone. True love is when he feels at home in her presence and she feels safe in his. He might not always understand her moods, but he will never make her feel guilty for having them. A man in love will unknowingly mirror her emotions. When she's happy, he glows. When she's sad, he aches. He may not say it out loud, but when he loves, he prays for her, hopes for her, and silently wishes for her happiness. Love is when he notices her favorite perfume, the way she ties her hair, or how she scrunches her nose when she's thinking.